Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Nelson.
Where are we?
We're at Liberty Park with the beautiful Statue of Liberty behind us. And normally when we're on the cruises, we just wave past her as we go into Bermuda or the Caribbean. But today we're going to come up close and personal with her, take some pictures close to the statue, and then we're going to come back and go to Ellis Island. As you all know, my great-grandmother came from Romania through Ellis Island. We actually have memorabilia at Ellis Island from my grandmother that our family donated when my grandmother passed away and when they were looking for information. So anyway, Echevarria Travel, we make getting there as easy as being there. We service the U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico. Our family and romance travel. Take care, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Hello everybody, now we are closer to the lady herself. You can go to the crown, you can go to the pedestal. The elevator for those that are disabled will only go to the pedestal. There's no way getting up to the crown if you're in a wheelchair, but you can go to the pedestal. They improved the accessibility, but this is the closest that I have been since I was in elementary school. Whether you're a first timer to New York or you're born and raised in New York, this is one of those things you can never pass up. This in Ellis Island, it's part of our patchwork of our family and heritage. Enjoy it with your family at Echevarria Travel, 631-456-5394. And I'm going to turn around to Nelson. Nelson.
Yeah. Hi, Cheryl.
How do you feel?
Good. Great.
Do you feel pride right now?
I'm very proud.
Well, I mean, this is amazing. Have you been here before?
I was here, but too many years ago. So this is like memories to me and my family and my friends that I came here once. What year it was, I can't remember, but I was here before. Now it's even better.
What do you recommend to our listeners to do when they're...
To do all over. But you need 2 or 3 days to tour the whole city, not the whole city, most of it. By taking the tour bus, taking the ferry to where we are right now. So it's well recommended. That's why we're doing this, so you people can see, even though my wife is disabled, she still made it through. So think about it next year for Mother's Day. This is a great gift for your mother and your family because this is a reference and history of the United States. Thank you very much.
And remember, we will be doing day trips to New York City, so get on the bandwagon and get in touch with us. We're going to be doing 1 or 2 trips a year to New York City, so get on board and email us at Cheryl and Nelson at echevarriatravel.com. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Do you see that tall ship in the background? That is actually a ship that you can eat dinner on or take a cruise around Manhattan with. These are some of the water taxis that go back and forth to Jersey, and also back and forth to Ellis Island and the Statue of Liberty. So you get the Statue of Liberty first, you get 20 minutes here, but the Ellis Island ferry comes every 20 minutes, so if you're taking longer, you know, take your time, enjoy the day out here. They have restaurants, they got the gift shop.
Also see the ships here from Jersey.
Yes, you can see the ships here from Jersey, like Royal Caribbean is, if I could get it, but you can also see from New York City, Norwegian Cruise Line and Carnival when we're going back. Nelson may have already taken those shots, but just in case, talk to you later. Bye-bye. This is a perfect shot of Manhattan Island from Liberty Island. Statue of Liberty. Manhattan. And if we go east, which we're going east here, that is Brooklyn. The Bronx, Brooklyn. Keep following it this way. If you see that bridge in the background there, I'm trying to get it as far in as I can. That is the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. It connects Brooklyn with Staten Island. And if you keep taking that east, you'll go to JFK. You'll go to Long Island, Eastern Long Island, Nassau County, Suffolk County, where Nelson and I are from. It's about a good hour and a half drive, depending on traffic. Haha. If you're from New York, you know what that means. So another great thing to do is when you're in New York City, take the 3-hour Circle Line cruise. It's over by, if you've been following us, it's over by where the New York City cruise lines go to. That's Pier 88 through 92. That's a little past where I'm showing you here. Okay, that's New Jersey over there. We'll be heading that way when we head over to Ellis Island. Okay, it's a little overcast today, but it's still a very nice Mother's Day. So there's so much to see and do in New York. All right, Manhattan itself, you need, like Nelson says, a couple of days. Just one day ain't gonna do it, and we want to bring you as much as New York as possible. So contact us when you can. Enjoy the day with us. Take care.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Nelson.
Okay, so now where we are?
We are standing on Ellis Island, where I feel all the pride in the world, because my great-grandparents on both sides of my parents came to Ellis Island. To my left, or Nelson's right, is the building where everybody came through on the boat to go in, almost like being called by name and country. There were over 100 languages and countries that came through this building up until I forgot the years, I'll give you the years. And across the other way, there is another building here. If you were well enough to go into New York City, you went through Statue of Liberty and over to Manhattan. The building across from me was the hospital for people that had scarlet fever, or they had issues with their eyes, or anything that at that time was considered an infirmary, as they used to call it, to be sick. They would go to the hospital. You were lucky if you got out and went into the United States to call your home. Some people were actually deported, and some people actually jumped into the Hudson River and swam for it. So our ancestors that made it through, they came through a dangerous journey. Now, I'm sure there's many people that go through that today, but can you imagine 100 years ago going through this? So anyway, we're going to go inside Ellis Island, and Nelson's going to take some video, and I'll try to narrate as we're going through. So talk to you later.
I took pictures.
Hi everybody, we're inside Ellis Island. This used to be the main entrance where people would come in and then be directed to sit and wait to be called. Some people had to be sponsored by a family member already here, and they would go to the main place to sign in, and they would try to figure out your name. Like my grandmother's original last name was Just a Poets, and they changed it to Joseph. So if they couldn't understand your name, they changed it. So check out Ancestry.com for all information, and EllisIsland.gov to find out where your family came from. Here's Nelson. Now Nelson's interesting. His family came from Spain. He didn't come from New York. They came from Spain to Puerto Rico. So that's also a very interesting story as well. Right, Nelson?
That's what I was told. Actually, I have to check the history of that. I know my mother's from Africa too.
And she's also Taino Indian as well. Now, this is a wall of dates, and you can see the highest peak here is from when Ellis Island was opened, from 1892 to the highest peak of 1924, when it was the busiest time for Ellis Island. For a long time it was closed, and thank God for the U.S. government and other areas around the country. Ellis Island got saved, and it was flooded during Hurricane Sandy and so much more. So there's still things they're cleaning up, but hey, we'll show you more. Come out and see this when you can. Bye-bye. We're at the arrivals area of Ellis Island, where they have stated on this wall here, when you have a chance. When it was first opened, Ellis Island, there were no restrictions of entering the country. Then people with health concerns and people who are anti-immigrant or racist, or new legislation of people coming to this country, and we still use the term today, illegal aliens. It's not just something here that we've been talking about for 10 or 20 years. It's a shame that we still feel this today. I'm feeling the pride, the excitement, scared of whether or not they're going to be let into the country or not, if they were well enough to come in. Many people sent back home. If we did that today, we get a wrist slapped. And people have been coming to this country since 1492 and the Mayflower.
What happened to that?
Caring for each other. Back in the day when, during Ellis' time, my grandparents came in. When I go to the cemetery in Queens, you see the societies had raised money for burial plots for the families and friends that are still listed in English and in Hebrew at the Jewish cemeteries. Everybody collected together. They lived close together. When somebody got sick, everybody took care of each other. If somebody was coming from the other country, they would all put their money together and sponsor everybody. Everybody went to night school to learn English. Everybody had some kind of job. My great-grandparents, my great-grandfather was a tailor, and he brought jobs for other people to come over from Romania. I'm sure you guys have stories too. Let's remember them coming through here.